Welcome to my flipped classroom. The topic for today is adjectives. So let's get right into it, boys and girls. So the meaning of adjectives is adjectives describe nouns by giving some information about their color, shape, age, origin, or the kind of material that something's made out of. So I have some examples using a table, and let's see if we can find the adjectives in these examples. It's a big table. Well, again, we're talking about the table, and we said it's a big table. So big would be the adjective in that sentence. It's a round table. Well, round is the shape of a table, and remember we said an adjective, we can describe shape. So shape would be the adjective in that sentence. It's an old table. Adjectives describe the age of things, and we said it's an old table. So old is the adjective in that sentence. It's a brown table. Adjectives describe color. So the color would be brown, and brown would be the adjective. It's a wooden table. Well, it's describing the material that the table's made out of, which is wood, so wood would be our adjective. It's a lovely table. That's a little tricky because it's somebody's opinion. What I might think is lovely, you might not think it's lovely. However, the adjective in this sentence is still lovely. It's a broken table. Well, it's describing the condition that the table's in, which is broken. So broken would be the adjective in the sentence. Our last one. It's a coffee table. Now we have all different kinds of tables. We have dinner tables, side tables, but this one's telling us that it's a coffee table. So coffee would be the adjective in this sentence. Now, I got us a poem so that we can read, and it's got some adjectives. The poem's describing the different coins that we use in money. So let's see if we can pull out some of the adjectives in this poem, okay? Penny, penny, easily spent. Copper brown and worth 1 cent. Nickel, nickel, thick and fat. Worth 5 cents, I know that. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. Quarter, quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25, I'm told. So let's go over each page carefully and see if we can pull out the adjectives. Did you already pull them out? I hope so. Let's take a look. Penny, penny, easily spent. Copper brown and worth 1 cent. So we need an adjective that's describing the penny. Now remember we said they could be size, shape, color, origin, or the material that it's made out of. So as we go, penny, penny, easily spent. Copper is a type of material. So that would cover the material aspect of the adjective. And brown is the color. So copper and brown would be the adjectives in that page. The next one, nickel, nickel, thick and fat. Worth 5 cents, I know that. Now we're looking for words that describe the nickel. Thick describes the nickel, and it's telling us how thick it is. And fat, which is kind of the same thing. They're talking about how wide it is. So thick and fat are the adjectives that are describing nickel. Dime, dime, little and thin. I remember you're worth 10. Now again, we're looking for words that describe the dime, and little and thin are the words that describe the dime. So those would be our adjectives on that page. Our last page is quarter, quarter, big and bold. You're worth 25, I'm told. So again, we're looking for words that describe the quarter, because the quarter is the noun. Big would tell us how big the quarter is, and bold, it's kind of the same thing. It's just bold, like when you see somebody say that they're bold. Well, they're describing the quarter as that because out of all the coins, the quarter is the biggest one, and it is the boldest one. It makes a statement. All right, so I have some examples on the board, and I'm going to go over them with you, but at one point after I finish going over them with you, I want you to pause this video, and I want you to do them on your own. After you have completed them, unpause the video, and then let's see what your answers are, okay? So let's go over them right quick. Number 1 says, is that your tiny dollhouse? The choices they've given you is dollhouse, tiny, or your. Number 2 says, the dry air made us sneeze. Your choices are air, sneeze, and dry. All right, so at this point, boys and girls, I want you to pause this video. I want you just to get one little piece of paper and whatever you have to write with and write your answers down. So pause me at this point and then come back when you're finished. All right, glad to see you're back. Let's go over your answers. Is that your tiny dollhouse? Well, they gave us three examples. Dollhouse, tiny, and your. Well, we're looking for something to describe the dollhouse because the dollhouse is the noun in the sentence. And remember that adjectives describe the nouns. So we know for sure that it's not dollhouse because that's the noun in that sentence. So we're going to put a line right through it. Now, tiny, it's a tiny dollhouse. That could be a possibility. So we'll go ahead and put a question mark next to it and wait and see what the next answer is. Your. Now, your doesn't describe anything. It's not telling me what the dollhouse looks like, what color it is, what shape it is, what condition it's in. So I don't think it's your. So our best answer would be B, tiny, because it's telling us that the dollhouse is tiny. It's giving us the size. And remember, adjectives describe size. Number 2, the dry air made us sneeze. Now let's see what our choices are. A, air. B, sneeze. And C, dry. Well, we need something to describe the air. And remember we said that adjectives describe nouns, and nouns are a person, place, or thing. Well, air is a thing. So we need something that's going to describe this. So we know for sure it's not air because air is a noun. So we'll put a line through that one. Sneeze is something that happens because of something else. So sneeze could not be the answer because it's not describing the air. Now dry is telling us that the air is dry. Sometimes there's moisture in the air, so the air can be moist. But in this instance, the air is dry. So the adjective in this one would be dry. Okay? Now for more examples like this, boys and girls, you can go to hellomrssykes.com. That's where I went to get these examples. And if you like, you can go to her website, check it out. And if you have some time, do some of the examples that are on there. All right? Now, before I wrap up this video, I want to go over what adjectives are one more time. So I'm going to bring my poster board forward. And we said that adjectives describe nouns. Now, remember that they can be describe objects, size, color, shape, age, origin, and the kind of material that something is made out of. Okay? If you still need further help, there is a very good video on YouTube from the Schoolhouse Rock, and it's called Grammar, Unpack Your Adjectives. I loved it as a child. I hope you love it, and please watch it. It's an awesome video. I think you'll like it. Okay? This is the end of my flipped classroom. I hope you enjoyed it because I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much.